works in progress. I'm Yamina Kwan, I'm the artistic director here. Can I get like a little clap if this is your first time here? Yes, hi, welcome! That's so great, thank you for coming. So we normally do all sorts of stuff. We have improv shows here, we have sketch shows here, we do wacky variety stuff where stuff comes out of confetti cannons. We also host a variety of stand-up shows. You guys are in for a treat because you get to see a little bit of all of that tonight within 1 hour. All these producers and production teams have been working on their shows for the last few weeks, and they are given just 15 minutes to pitch you their concept for what could be an hour-long show or a run of shows sometime during this season of the theater's programming. So we're going to go one by one, and they're each going to get 15 minutes to introduce their concept to you, and you guys get to decide if you like it or not internally. And I will also be watching along with the programming department, and all these producers will be getting feedback from us, and hopefully you'll see the fleshed out version sometime in the next month. Great, so I'm going to go ahead and bring up our first producer. He does stand up all over town. He does a lot of shows here. He's a wonderful person. Please put your hands together for Mr. Kai Kress!
Hey guys, how are you? Cool. All right. Well, like Amina said, I do a lot of stand-up around town, and one of the trademarks of stand-up comedy is that whenever people go out on a stage, they have planned out everything that they're going to do. They have their set list in their mind and memorized and ready to go. But for my show, they're not writing their own set list. I'm writing it. It is an improvised stand-up show. They're going to be given prompts on the screen, and then they're going to have to make up a stand-up bit on the spot about it. So, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And actually, the first person who's going to be coming up and doing her improvised stand-up run is Sierra in the tech booth.
Yamina and I have never talked about her last name, so felt it was better just left alone. Also, I didn't cheat. I didn't look at whatever Kai's putting up. He yelled at me. He said, "Don't look," and I said, "Okay." I really love surprises.
Here's the first one.
Ooh, that's cool. I hate dogs. I really hate dogs, and how I helped a dog get revenge. Man, that's a toughie, because, oh, you know what, here's what happened. I lived with a girl from September to December, and the cool thing was that I was living in a cockroach-infested house. And by cockroach infested, I don't mean like just those water cockroaches that they came in when it rained. I mean, I'd go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and there would be like the little tiny ones crawling on the wall. It was disgusting. I didn't get laid for a while. Actually, I did. But anyways, but my roommate, one of my roommates, she was also getting laid more than I was, and she had a boyfriend, so she'd just go to his house all the time, and she'd leave her beautiful dog Xerxes there, and so, you know, he was never allowed to sleep in her bed even when she was home, and so I let him sleep in my bed, and we'd cuddle together. Have you ever had a dog be sexual to you? No, me either. It was weird and lonely, and no, it was a weird thing because obviously this dog was very attached to its mother. I was the only person in the house, and I was the only one who would give it attention, and I'm a very empathetic human, and here's this dog standing at the bottom of my bed like, okay. Friday. Yeah. Oh, okay. IUDs. Birth control is scary to me. Because both of my roommates had IUDs last year, and they're both like really way cooler than me. And so my one roommate, she had one. She's like, yeah, I have it. It's the copper one, whatever. My periods feel like death. Like worse than they usually do. And I was like, oh cool, that's what I want, to feel worse about myself for more of the time than I need to. And then finally the other one was, she was dating this guy, he moved to Australia, and I was like, why didn't you break up with him? He's fucking girls in Australia, you're in Austin, what are you doing? They stayed together forever, and she's like, I got an IUD. I think it was around the time they broke up, and then she started getting laid. And I was like, yeah, girl. By the way, she brought bed bugs into our house thanks to a man. But I can't be mad because I brought lice into a house thanks to a man. So then the third roommate who had the IUD first, because she was smarter than both of us, obviously. Are you following the themes of this story? So she was like, what, am I going to become a zombie? And then I said, if you become a zombie, I would let you bite me because we're best friends. And then someone overheard us and they thought it was really sweet. Accidental dual citizenship. I feel like a baby and unprotected sex is involved with this. I don't like to have unprotected sex, but drunk me does.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sierra Peacock. Thank you. And the next comic coming up to the stage is a new friend of mine. She is a Dallas comic who just recently moved to Austin. She's going to be coming out and doing a set for you. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jasmine Ellis.
Feels like a spelling bee a little bit. I'm nervous and excited. Beach party disaster. I don't really go to the beach like that. The first time I've ever remember going to a beach. Well, actually, I've never even left the country, which makes me sound super, super, super sheltered. At one point, we were in Mexico for 5 minutes. We were making a wrong turn to get out of South Padre. This is before they sealed the border up real tight. Beach party disaster. I had a disaster at Forever 21 when I tried to buy a bathing suit. I don't like that shit. I don't like those judgmental little girls. I don't like their questions. Any place that doesn't have a good return policy, I don't think is woman friendly. So I didn't enjoy my time. So I didn't even get to go to the beach or have a disaster. I just kind of cursed and mildly cried in Forever 21. That was my disaster. I didn't get it. My Netflix superhero pitch. Oh, okay. I do like Netflix superhero movies. Netflix superhero. Why are Netflix superheroes always young single people? You ever notice that? It's never a mom and one day she drives her minivan into radioactive goo and then grows a third nipple and becomes super lactator or something. It's never practical and it's never normal people. I'm all about what would be the Twilight fan fiction housewife drama of superhero Netflix series. Would y'all watch it? Yeah. Okay. How knitting saved my life. How knitting saved my life. I can't knit. I wish I knew how. That seems like a nice practical skill. I feel on a first date, it's a cool thing to say to a guy. I feel like if you say I knit, it's like saying I have one partner a year. It sounds. It's prudish without being too prudish. The kind of girl who knits thinks real hard about what goes in her vagina. You know what I mean? It's a solid lie without having to lie. And is that it? The only cult I'd ever join. Oh, the only cult I'd ever join. I think I'm in a cult actually. I'm in this Facebook group for women who don't want kids. And we're super supportive of one another. But every now and then someone will someone will screenshot someone else's pregnancy announcement, and then they'll like pull out these screenshots from 2 years ago when the person said they were never gonna have kids again, and it's like, one of us, and they shun them. Like, it's a really unsupportive cult. I'm like really scared for them to know that like sometimes I want to knit, you know? I don't know. Thank you guys. I think that's my time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jasmine Ellis. Now, hold on, Jasmine. Hold on, the show is not over. Can I have Sierra join me back up on stage, please?
Thank you.
That's right. This show has a twist to it. There is audience involvement to this because it is a competition, and I neglected to mention that at the top. I have a lot of neurotic, nervous energy that I can't channel into anything productive. The way that we handle the last part of the show is that based on your audience vote by round of applause, you get to determine who you hear some of their written material from. So I'll hold my hand above their head. So would you like to hear Sierra's written material? Jasmine, the floor is yours.
All right. Hey guys. Is this choker trying too hard? It's like the most important question in my mind right now. That's not my written material, I promise. I didn't pull out a notebook and go, is this choker too much? I actually just got back from Chicago, which was like a pretty fun trip. And I hated this so much because like I didn't want, I'm in a big city, cliche, street harassment. Like every female comic has a joke about street harassment because every woman gets street harassed. Why the fuck is this so prevalent that I have to keep writing? These situations keep happening. I actually had an experience though that was like a little bit, like it was almost funny. It was so fucked up. Like the woman in me like wanted to cry, but the comic in me was like, save this and bring it back to the new movement. They'll want this. I was walking down the street. I didn't know where I was, and so I asked a woman for directions. But I guess my fatal flaw in all this is I was a little bit too loud, and so she said, "Oh, I don't know," and I was like, "Oh, that's okay." And the man was like, "I know where it is. I'll show you." And I was like, that's okay. That's okay. And he's like, no, you just go up straight. I said, well, fine, I'll just go. And he's like, no, I'll walk with you. I was like, I'm fine. I know where I'm going. I'm fine. And he like proceeds to walk next to me and keep talking to me. I'm trying to get away from him. I look at him, I said, look. And by the way, I hate that I did this because this is that cliche thing that you do to get out of a conversation with a man. Like every woman has like their in case of emergency of, and there's a little glass case around the words, I have a boyfriend. But you pull it out and then it's the end of the conversation. It wasn't. I said, I'm not trying to be rude, but I have a boyfriend. And he was like, how do I know that God didn't put you and me together right here for a reason? You don't know what God has in store for you. What hoe-ass God do you serve? That's like, you're gonna meet a girl and she's gonna have a boyfriend, but she's persuadable. Go forth, my son, and get fucked. Like, that's not the God I serve. And I'm like, I'm not interested. I'm trying to get away from him. The whole time he's like talking about how he wants to take me to church. I'm like, literally at one point, I'm pulling out my phone to try and get directions. He tries to yank my phone out of my hands. He's like, just put my number in. I've been nice to you. And I said, you don't know how many women are murdered by men that are nice to them. To which he replied, you don't have any faith in God if you think you're going to be murdered. I've never been so angry at God. Like, why is this happening to me? The best part is, like, eventually he just gave up and walked away. But the best part about all this is the whole time this interaction is happening, because at that point, I just stopped walking. I look him dead in the eye and say, I am not interested. I want you to leave me alone. I am uncomfortable. The whole time this interaction is happening, there's a homeless man sitting on a little corner, and he's just yelling, homeless, hungry, cold. Please help, God bless. Please help, God bless. And I'm like, what God wants you to ignore this? In the pursuit of this? Like, what God? What if you, it's so close to Easter, none of this makes sense. I'm just so angry about all of it. I actually really am a practicing Christian. I know. I feel like since I moved here, I've learned to just accept like the unanimous like disappointment from people. Like, what do you mean you don't just like breathe auras and pray on nothing? Like, what? Like everybody's supposed to be ambiguously unreligious, and like I really do, like I follow Christianity, but I don't believe that makes me any better or worse than anyone. Except for Catholics, oh my gosh. Oh, God, Catholicism, so it's like someone decided, you know what Christianity needs? A call center. What if there were like 30 people you talk to get to Jesus? Wouldn't that make Jesus more special? Jesus doesn't need a VIP lounge. Thank you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jasmine Ellis. That's our pitch. Next time I'll explain it better.
Didn't move the microphone, strike one. On a scale of woo to woo, how was that? Woo! Yeah, alright, that sounds good to me. I'm great, that was really great. I really love that. I love seeing stand-up and improv combined. The next person coming up is also already a producer here. He's one of the co-hosts of the panel show, which you can see every other Friday at 10:30. Please give it up for JJ Pistol!
Hi everybody, welcome to Sketchy Sketchy. The show's so nice I named it twice. I'm your host, JJ Pistols. You may recognize me as Masked Wrestler number 2 in the short film The Greenbelt. We'll take scripts from some of your favorite TNN shows of the past and recycle and restage them. This is good for the planet. We have 2 teams of actors. Each has their own director. They will interpret and reimagine these scenes in a head-to-head competition. This is inclusive and divisive at the same time, meaning that the show has something for everyone. In a full-length show, we would have 3 scripts to perform. In this special pitch show, we'll just do 1. In a full-length show, we might have gremlins who would introduce special challenges to the performers, such as everyone has an accent now, or this character sees bats that aren't really there. For tonight's show, no gremlins tonight. Let's meet our directors now. William Haas and Mike Lazarowitz. Now, to determine which team is going first, Malia and Mike, sorry. We're going to do a version of a coin toss. I want you to guess which friend I'm thinking of. No help from the audience, please.
Jess. What?
What's your friends?
Oh.
Is there been a reboot?
All right. Chandler.
Ross. Round 2.
Phoebe. Yeah! I would like the first one.
All right.
Okay.
While she's getting her team ready, let's meet our celebrity judges. He's a camera director at the New Movement Theater in Austin, Texas, and writer of the show Levi Neese and Associates, from which tonight's script was taken. Please welcome Chris Levi. He is the Neese part of Levi Neese and Associates, and a cast member of TNN's The Neighborhood, Patrick Neese. He has written for and performed in some of the biggest shows of the New Movement, and performs her stand-up regularly around town. Let's hear it from Marley Colors. These are the 3 most judgmental people I could think of tonight. Hopefully our first team is ready to go, and we're going to do 1 sketch twice.
Hi. Welcome to Pets Plus. How can I help you today?
Good. We need a fish for our son.
Oh, nice. Is his first pet? Because fish are great starter pets.
Oh no, Tommy already has a fish.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
So it's just like a fish friend, like to your other fish. Is there any specific kind of fish that you want?
Actually, yes. A dead fish.
A goldfish, a dead goldfish.
Right, dead goldfish. For our son.
A dead goldfish?
Quite right. You see, we were getting a fish for our son to teach him about death and loss. You see?
Is someone from your family sick?
Oh no, we're really gross. No, we want to teach him ahead of time, about things like that.
Well, years gone by and the fish was
A shiny.
shiny, yes, shiny, it hasn't died yet.
Oh no. I'm sorry, but there's no way I can tell you how to kill a fish.
No, we want you to sell us a dead fish,
Pre-dead.
pre-dead, already deceased. Sneak in the boys' room and swap out shiny for the dead one.
And then we teach him a lesson.
You see?
Wait, is this a joke? Am I being punked?
No, we're quite wonderful parents.
Alright, no, right? You can't just slap your kid's fish. That's gonna traumatize him.
Maybe I have a better idea. Climb into the boys' room. At night, donning ski mask.
Oh.
Rope swinging, glass shatters everywhere. Found the boy in his own bed sheets all the time. Ask him where his God is now. Retrieve a Ziploc doggy bag from our pockets and steal shiny in the bag. Pop quite out the window. The boy would be terrified once he finally breaks free from his hog tie. He goes to look for his parents, which would be nowhere to be found. Days go by. Ransom notes are sent in, asking for higher and higher demands for the version. No! His cheapskate parents' allowance won't allow him to afford to get the fish back. We surprise him with balloons and streamers, and then we pop out with the cake with the live shiny on top. You see, it was a
That
ploy.
is just phenomenal. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, why don't you send them the fins and the flippers also?
Oh, sorry. Perhaps it's a little bit too much, dear.
Yes, thank you.
But what if the fish, Shiny, wins a contest to go to Paris? So we ship the fish off, and then on its way back from its lovely vacation in Paris, an explosion. And you know friends in the media, they can fake everything.
Yes.
Explosion.
Powerful.
And then sometime he has to stand over some charred, fishy, crispy remains and identify him in Paris.
Yes.
We can go to Paris.
Let's go to
We can go to Paris.
Renew our vows.
On top of the Eiffel Tower.
That's in Paris.
Yes. The minister could pull out the bowl revealing Shiny's alive.
Oh,
And
and
then
then
say,
I do.
It's like it's yesterday. Except not in Paris.
I'm feeling young again.
No.
That's horrible. If you want my opinion, I think you should just let the fish live and it will eventually die, and then your son will learn his lesson, and then he'll be a better person for it.
Is that better?
Yes, that's the natural thing.
What do you
I say we go with the original plan. We'll kill off my twin sister and fake my death.
you their version of the dead goldfish sketch. Now, the second team's got their work cut out for them because you already know the beats. You already know what's happening, you know the story. You know who's calling you right now. So they're going to come out and they might be relying a little bit on the scripts. I told them that's okay because I do the same thing. Let's welcome Team Mike.
Hi, welcome to PetSmart. What can I help you with today?
We need a fish to teach our son.
Oh, teaching responsibility to a child. A fish is a wonderful way to start.
Oh, no, Atticus already has a fish.
Oh, just trying to give it a friend. You know, kind of upping the ante a bit. I see it all the time. Do you have anything special you have in mind?
Well, actually, we're looking for a goldfish that has expired.
Expired?
Yes, you see, Atticus, he has a goldfish.
Seafoam.
Seafoam, yes. Yeah, his name is Seafoam, but he's actually gold. It's ironic. He's had Seafoam for about 1.5 years now, and we brought Seafoam into our family so we could teach our son about loss and death. And unfortunately, we just never thought that Atticus would benefit greatly, from that death.
Do you have a sick family member?
Oh no, we just think that Atticus should confront loss head on. He'll become a well-rounded human who can embrace all aspects of human emotion.
Yes, but with Seafoam not dying,
I'm not going to tell you how to kill a goldfish.
Oh, we kill a goldfish. We're not monsters. we just need a goldfish who no longer swims with the other fishes. Because, we can sneak into Atticus's room, and then when he's asleep, we can replace Seafoam's globular habitat.
You mean his fishbowl?
Yes, and then he'll wake up and see that Seafoam is dead. We'll explain loss to him, take him out for a nice day to the museum and then the vegan food truck. After we have flan and macaroons, we'll bring out Seafoam and let him know that he was alive the whole time.
Are you kidding me?
Pretty great parents, huh? Gwyneth Paltrow should listen to our podcast.
No, this is awful.
But how do you mean?
You just can't take a live fish.
Seafoam.
Okay, Seafoam. You just can't take Seafoam away, say that he's dead, bring back the live fish, tell your kid it's all a hoax. I mean, it's going to traumatize the poor kid.
Well, what if? Hear me out. What if we break into his room very loudly, right? And we're both wearing ski masks. Red, of course, just like Steve Zissou in Life Aquatic. And then we commandeer Seafoam, right? We hold Seafoam ransom for the next 3 weeks. Then, when Atticus has lost all hope, we finally just send him the fish cadaver that we bought. From here, of course, don't worry. And when Atticus has broken down and crying over the body of his beloved Seafoam, we emerge as mimes with a gluten-free vegan chocolate cake. And on the cake is the alive Seafoam, returned to his newly gentrified habitat.
That is not any better. I mean, honestly, how do you think your kid is gonna turn out if you stage a kidnapping? I mean, I'm surprised you don't want to send him the fins and the flippers too.
Have you done this before?
Of course not!
Dylan, maybe this is a little much. Yes. What if we tell Atticus that Seafoam has won a trip to France, an all-expenses paid trip? All we would have to do is hide Seafoam for a week. Then use all of our contacts in the here to fake a plane crash, like exploding upon takeoff. Then the three of us get to travel to France, where Atticus has to identify Seafoam's luggage and his charred remains. And then, Atticus would be brave, and then we would go to the Louvre, because Mommy's always wanted to see the Mona Lisa. And then he'll continue to be an angel when we see the Eiffel Tower.
Should we renew our vows?
Oh my God, atop of the Eiffel Tower,
Yes.
where we would say,
I do, as long as you consent.
And then the Eiffel would pull out Seafoam, and then we'd be able to tell him that he's been alive the whole time. It would just be magical.
No! It won't! You guys are gonna traumatize your son. If you want my opinion, you should just let the fish...
Seafoam.
Fine, Seafoam. You should just let the fish live. One day it'll die. Atticus will learn his lesson. He'll be better off for it.
Do you really think that it'll make him a better person?
Yes, it's natural.
What do you think, Taylor?
I'm calling my mother. I'll just have her fake her own death at Atticus's birthday.
So that's it. All two different teams. So for judges. Start with Marley. Any thoughts?
I got 2 pages of thoughts. I got thoughts. All right. I'm gonna get up here because it feels weird talking from over this way.
I'm not even wearing shorts, and I was like, I'll still go up there. So I felt like the improvised stand-up, fantastic. But like the sketchy sketch show, fantastic. Here's my notes. I don't like. Okay, so Jasmine Ellis, where is she here? Where is she here? Okay, well anyway, my mom really likes you. She's friends with you on Facebook. It's weird because I saw you and I know about you, and you don't know anything about me because your mom is probably more normal than mine. Anyway.
Did you have any thoughts about the sketches?
Yeah. So there were a lot of sketches in the sketchy sketch show. A lot of sketches going on. 2 sketches, so there's a lot of sketch. I think that Zach should announce everything forever. For the rest of his life. I think Zach somehow embodied.
Do we have the power to allow that to happen?
No.
Well, we'll see. I feel like Zach somehow embodied what it feels like when you're like super high and you're having a really weird high, but you're going with it. You're like, you know what? I don't care. I don't care that I feel like fire hydrants are the answer to life. That's fucking great. That's what it felt like. And
Marley Colors. Patrick, stop that.
Yeah, Patrick.
I'm just gonna sit here if that's all right. So with Malia's group, yeah, absolutely. So with Malia's group, I really enjoyed the accents that were going on. Combination of like Texas, rich British, Cosby walking and Ringo rapping together. That was real good. Also, I really liked the choice of not being able to see, one of the characters the entire time behind the other characters. It's a bold choice to make because we have to picture them as the audience. And also their attention to detail is really good. They said an Eiffel Tower, which is the most correct way to say that sentence because there are two. There's one in Las Vegas and one in Paris, so one could be confused watching the sketch. It was a real great choice. It ran 5 minutes, 33 seconds, and 20 milliseconds. Good time. It's a good time. Now, with Mike's group, the first thing that I really liked was the wardrobe.
Can I interrupt for a second?
Yeah, absolutely.
You have appeared in this sketch, right? You
Oh, that's
actually
correct.
performed
Twice.
this
Yeah,
sketch on stage.
two different. Sorry, two different.
It's a little different.
It was different. I played the wife, so I knew those lines real well. So that's gonna be tough for them, you know. I really liked.
You were actually married to me.
That's correct. Yeah, we were lovers in
I
that
was
scene.
in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and it's Shiny originally, which is one of the massive rewrites that was done for this sketch by the second group, which I really appreciated because I couldn't get Levi to change it the entire time. That was really nice. I did want to follow these hipster ska band characters into the rest of the world. It was a real great choice there. This one ran 5 minutes, 47 seconds, and 48 milliseconds. So a little longer, but still pretty good for this one overall.
Not too stretched out.
Not too stretched, no.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Christopher Levi, the writer of the sketch. How did you feel seeing your words completely disregarded?
It was pretty close.
So it looked like there's a pin.
Yeah, there's a lot of pins. I didn't prepare bits, I'm sorry. No, I thought they were doing their own thing, but at the same time it was true to the spirit of the sketch, which is just shitty parents and shitty parenting.
Is that what it's
Yeah. I felt like they both brought very different energies to it, but I actually really enjoyed both presentations of it. And
Now's your chance, with no consequences, to say something bad about anybody involved.
Jamie is kind of pompous.
No.
He's really tough to work with on show night.
Thank you.
Can I say one more thing?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry, real quick. Jasmine Ellis, my mom is right. We should be friends. And I know that. But also, Kira, did you have sex with a dog? I'm sorry, that's not about the sketch. Have a good night.
Harley Colors, ladies and gentlemen. So if this was a full-length show, we would do 2 more sketches this way. It would rotate, so the team that went second would go first the second time. Then I'd have to figure out a way to make it fair the third time. Or maybe not, because life's not fair. Sketchy Sketchy is the name of the show. I hope you like it. Thank you.
Give me time for Jason Pistol! From a level of fuck yes to a level of fuck yes! With fuck yes! That's good. I'll write that down. Cool. So we're just at the World Class Producer. We've seen some really interesting stuff tonight. I'm very impressed, and I also have a lot of notes. Third and not least, which is a weird thing to say, she is a very accomplished academic. She is a swing dancer. She also hosts Knockout here with Virgil Shelby every Monday at 9:30. Please give it up for Gina Manella!
Thank you so much for coming tonight, because you did not know what you were going to see, and we kind of don't know either. The show that I'm going to put on for you is maybe called like improv, because what you're going to see is an improvised musical suggestion, which, probably emotional, right? Which then will inform an improv comedy scene, which scene itself serves as a suggestion for an improvised musical song. And we're going to do that twice, just so you can really get it. So we've not practiced or anything, so we'll see how this goes. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. We have very talented improvisers, both musical and comedic. So let me just welcome my friends to the stage. Please come.
paper route, man, that's gonna fall through for sure.
Oh, that paper route is gonna fall through for sure.
God damn it, Ricky, we put all of our capital into this.
Papers were gonna be the future. Who could have seen radio coming along?
Fucking sky it came. Zapping down like lightning, voices out of your box right into your living room.
How was it possible? The only person who could throw a voice into your house was God for a while. Nombre de Patro de Espiritu Santo.
Look, I'm a bad Catholic, okay? I just go on Easter and Christmas.
No, I know,
You gonna
Johnny.
fucking crucify me or we gonna get back to the paper business?
Whoa, okay. You're making deep cuts here, like paper cuts. They're not deep. Look, Johnny, what if we tried, maybe reading the papers on the radio?
Rick, that's terrible idea. What do you thinking, man?
I'm sorry. I forgot that I'm the face and you're the brains.
Right, Ricky. That's right.
So be careful of the face.
When I said I was sorry, alright? You want me to prostrate, maybe send one up to the old man upstairs, what?
Yeah, let's pray.
Oh, and I got nuns set up for this. Ladies, could you,
Oh, Sisters Agatha and Christy.
Agatha and Christy, could you please preside over this prayer, please? I feel real bad about it.
You boys are cute.
Sister Christy, I'm a married man.
It's okay, you can't touch us anyway.
That's right. I'm also a married woman.
Yes.
I'm married to Jesus.
That's exactly what I was gonna
I was
say.
scared for a minute when you said you were married, but then you said Jesus.
No, I
I
did
couldn't say it.
I may be a bad Catholic, but I too was worried just a little bit.
Okay, I'm ready to pray when you're ready.
Well, here we go, prayer time, like normal.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hey, look, Jesus, hey, I'm real sorry I hit Ricky in his fucking face.
Whoa, Jesus, are you listening to this, motherfucker?
Don't swear in front of God, damn it.
Oh, shit.
Sister Christy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to swear on the name of the Lord.
Hey, would you maybe be able to lead us in like a nice kinds of prayers?
Yeah, I think what we needs is some kind of je ne sais quoi.
Whoa, who is you now?
What? I said I'm a bad Catholic. I speak French. What of it?
Whoa, that's French? For half a second I thought that was Satan tongue.
Anyway, sister, don't you're not saying much.
I've been praying.
We've been praying this entire time.
Whoa, you broads pray silently?
Hey!
Oh, hey, the face!
Hey, Jesus, I'm sorry that Ricky called you girls broads, and I'm sorry I hit him in his fucking face again. I'm being a real prick.
Jesus, I will say, wife number 2. Whoa. Good job, buddy. Jesus knows. guys are so dramatic. I love it.
I didn't even understand the word you just said.
Ooh la la.
So this is advanced French class?
The teachers.
This is how you learn, you immerse. You get into it, you hate your life, you feel it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I just got tenure, so like, my life is pretty good. But
Sorry. You will never learn French with that attitude.
You learn nothing in the accompanying French history course. To be French is to revolt against the system, since all this tenure and this money.
Va! Tenure. We spit on tenure. We don't even know what the word means because there's no word for it in France. The word for tenure is passion.
We don't even get paid. They stopped after a while and we kept showing up.
Speaking of which, I ran out of money for cigarettes.
C'est alors.
guys, they pay me really well. I mean, like, you can have some money.
We sacrifice this money on the altar of sin.
We do not believe in capitalism.
Oui! We are more laissez-faire. We don't do anything.
Ooh, that sounds fair. Ooh, that's a French joke. You will get it. Because you're not French.
You were not laughing with your eyes.
I know, I get it. It's like a joke because laissez-faire is actually a technical term in economics and it's French.
I never got that cigarette.
I've been holding them this entire time.
Look, you are a new teacher around here, so there are a lot of things that you could learn from us. Like number one, where you can smoke in the back alleys around the portables. We like to smoke at the porta bars.
And never talk to the German teacher.
You think we forgot the Maginot? Magic, no.
Yeah, no. Actually, no. Is that right?
You do not feel revulsion with your eyes.
I'm sorry. I'm really excited to be here. Like I'm just doing this for me.
Less
so.
of that.
Spit on the wheel.
No. Leave it. Put it back.
Now that was passion.
When you live like we do, with nothing but crabs. Crabs and crabs. That's all like what we do for brunch. We go crabs and crabs. Fuck yes. You don't live like that. You say chicken and wrappers. We say crabs and crabs. What are you saying?
I don't
know.
be a band, and we clearly that's fantastic. But then they would like play their own songs, and then I also had an idea like, oh, maybe we could have a band like play their own full song instead of just like a little thing and things that. So it's just the idea to just kind of do this with the whole thing. So that's it.
Musician friends' names. What are
Yes. So we have Oliver.
Sweet. Yeah. Good to know. Everybody, round of applause for Gina Romanow. That is amazing. All the time. That's follow me around. Well, guys, you got to see all of these shows here for the very, very first time. These were all of their season premieres, so lucky you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here. We had Kai Krebs with Off the Cuff. Second up was JJ Pistols with Sketchy Sketchy. And then we had Gina Romanow with Improv. You need a new name. We will be talking to them, but hopefully you'll get to see the full versions of these shows in the next coming weeks, next coming month. So look out for tnmpommy.com and look at our calendar for May and June. You'll see those pop up. Other than that, we have shows every night of the week, and we teach classes here. So if you guys are interested in doing any of this, except the music part, we don't teach music. Please go to tnmpommy.com, look up the classes, and talk to one of us outside. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody have a good night.